Today's cryptic crossword clue is right, left, marches keeping time for strikers. And this clue comes to us from one of our members, Kaldar. Thank you, Kaldar. I found this clue kind of, I don't know if it was tricky, but there's certainly a lot going on. There's many directions that you could go in, which I guess does make it kind of tricky. The thing that seemed immediately apparent to me was the structure of the clue, because it does seem like the wordplay takes place in the first half of the clue. There's a lot of stuff going on that you can kind of manipulate. And then for is a very common linking word between the wordplay and the definition. Basically, all the stuff at the start of the clue can stand in for our definition, which in this case is strikers. And I want to start by talking about strikers, because here on the surface, strikers is a reference to people on strike, protesters who are marching, but other kinds of people can strike. For example, boxers can strike. But not only that, cryptic crossword clue writers often go one step further and use these kinds of words to describe objects that do the action. So a classic example would be a writer. We would think of a person who writes, but often in cryptic crossword clues, a pen is a writer. And so here in this clue, we need to think about an object that typically strikes. That will be our answer. And we'll get it through the wordplay, which is right, left, marches, keeping time. And I got a bit confused by this because right and left can be so commonly represented by R and L. That's a very common kind of abbreviation for those words. And one of those is going on. We do need to replace the word right with R, but left is not replaced with L. In fact, left is a deletion indicator because R will have left the word marches. Marches has an R in it. And so if right or R left marches, we're just left with M-A-C-H-E-S. And that is keeping time. Time, another word that can just be reduced to its first letter, a T. And so if M-A-C-H-E-S keeps T for time, we can get matches, objects that strike.